You want me to start with the first situation? Okay, you guys. So the first situation, we talking about the yacht. So we got...
You not...
Yeah, we are. So, but, like, you can't think that you're going to hit a twin and not get hit, right?
Are you dumb?
So...
Right after that boy let me loose, it was over with. And she immediately stopped talking to him. That is respect. I can say...
Jenna, that's not what this is about. That's not what this is about right now. This is about to be a woman shark.
I am a dolphin.
I feel like me before Christ could have maybe been a... We are so ready to be unstuck. Actually, we're already in the process of being unstuck. All the difficulties of trying to grow up in your 20s has really brought us through and in a dark place. That's why we joined today's sponsor, BetterHelp Therapy, to become the best version of ourselves and taking our mental health seriously. Therapy has really become a safe space where we can unpack our thoughts and work through challenges and really thrive to become the best self, not even in our personal life, but in our business life too. BetterHelp is a step forward to self-care. It's self-care in itself, taking care of your mental, taking healing seriously. So I hope we're really inspiring you guys to do that and take those steps forward for yourself. You know? Yeah, I love my therapist at BetterHelp. It took me a minute to find her. And that's why I love BetterHelp so much, because you can literally date from therapist to therapist. And you can do it for free at that. So it doesn't give you no extra charge to go from one therapist to another therapist. Another reason why I love BetterHelp is because you can categorize exactly what you want. For me, I want her 45 plus, I want her a female, and I want her to give me Bible. Some things that BetterHelp addresses or things that you could get therapy for is grief, and it doesn't have to be somebody passed away. Of course, you should get therapy if somebody close to you passed away, but grief within like past traumas, your past experiences, things that you've been through that nobody knows about, or just things that's just living in your head rent-free. So let's embark in this journey together and take our healing seriously. The link is in the description down below, and it's BetterHelp.com/Johnston Twins, and you get 10% discount off your first month. Okay. 10% discount off your first month. Click that link. We all need therapy. Everybody needs therapy. Yeah.
True confession, true confession, true confession, true confession. Real stories, real advice, real talk. Jada, Johnston Twin, what you thought? Real stories, real advice, real talk. Jada, Johnston Twin, what you thought? Like, comment, subscribe, I just watched it at the house. They don't never take no side, true come out they mouth. Johnston Twin, true confession, Johnston Twin, true confession, Johnston Twin, true confession, Johnston Twin. Had to turn it up loud for real, tryna go in a new direction. Get us up, just tell your story. Go ahead, just ask your question. Gonna be celebrity get.
Welcome to the True Confessions Podcast, Season 2. Hello.
I'm Jana.
And I'm Jada.
And we are the Johnston Twins.
Period.
Do we need to say that?
Right. But as you guys know, this podcast is all about surviving life as being Gen Zs. Y'all know how crazy it's gotten. If it hasn't got crazier since season 1, I don't know.
We get into the nitty-gritty of dating in the Gen Z world.
And guess what? I'm not holding back this season, so y'all not going to be able to shut me up.
One more thing before we start the podcast. Please don't mind my nail, y'all. It's bothering me because it's one off and I keep going like this. Don't be commenting about my nail. I know it's off.
But y'all, let's just get right into it. We are about to get into something we call JT time. We got this teapot. And in this teapot, we gathered about 100 different stories of life that we done been through. And these stories are not stuff that I just don't want to talk about, but we're going to talk about. So it's called JT time.
Let's see who the heat finna be on.
What we got? What is it?
Stitches on the booty.
Who got
Which
stitches
one
on their
got
butt?
stitches on the booty?
Who got stitches on their butt?
You.
I don't got
she
no
got
stitches on my butt.
She got stitches on her butt crack. I'm not lying. Literally right there. And it's because I pushed her.
I don't even know why this is a part of the story time, but let me just tell y'all this. Let's just make it quick.
It's lunchtime in the
Me and
basement.
Jada was fighting in the
Let
basement.
me tell the story. I did it.
Go ahead.
I pushed her on an open computer.
And it was back then, so it was one of them computers with all them spikes coming out of it.
And she just sat down on the floor. What?
I was working on the computer and
That's my dad.
I left the computer open and I had it sitting in the corner on the floor because I didn't close it all the way because I was changing some memory and stuff. And then y'all had y'all.
So we was play fighting in the basement, and she had fell on it.
And she split my booty.
She
literally.
didn't make it seem like she was hurt. She literally just sat down and started watching TV.
Yo Gabba Gabba on the TV until my parents got home.
She's just bloody.
And they seen I was all bloody. I went to the hospital room. My dad sang me "Jesus Loves Me" in my ear while they poked me in the butt with all of these needles. And I remember getting sewn together. And it was the worst, and it's all because of her.
And while she was there, I was at my godmom's house, and we had Burger King. I would never forget because it was the first time I felt a loss of appetite. Like, who wouldn't want to eat Burger King? And that was probably when she was getting stitched up. It was hurting my stomach.
Oh, Lord. Yeah, y'all, that was probably the worst pain. Like, and Dad, although I appreciate you for singing "Jesus Loves Me," it didn't make the pain no better. That junk hurt, y'all. Like, that hurt so bad. I can't believe that's the first story.
You want to do another one?
No. Should we? Let's do another one. Let me pick one. We need a good, juicy one. Jada fight. Why is everything me?
This was a high school
Y'all,
fight,
I was in high school, and I just had this girl who really didn't like me, and this was my first fight. I didn't think I could fight, so I thought I was going to get beat up this day. So we was coming out of cosmetology class. The girl approached me, and she like, "So you was talking about me and my girlfriend?" And I'm like, "I was talking about you and your girlfriend." And she was like, "Well, don't do that, and if you do it again, then." And I was like, "What? Jana, hold my stuff, because then what?" And she hit me in my mouth, y'all. And my mouth was bleeding. I wasn't ready. She hit me. I said, "Whoa, like, I didn't even expect you to knock me back like that." But me and Jada tag teamer, and we did our thing. We did our biggest. Okay, we did our biggest one. And then it was like all these girls coming to the school that didn't even go to the school trying to fight us. Because, you know, tag team is technically jumping in a way, so.
It's not jumping.
What y'all think? Comment down below.
We jumped somebody before, but we was not fighting her at the same time.
But, like, you can't think that you're going to hit a twin and not get hit, right?
Are you dumb?
So
Right after that boy let me loose, it was over with.
It was
for
a
her.
lady. It was the teacher that did
No, it wasn't.
It was a man holding you?
Yes.
Y'all, it was crazy.
And I begged
but we
him.
got
I'm
in
like,
so much
after
trouble.
I was like, "Can you please let me go?" I was being so nice. He was like, he probably felt me like, "That's my twin right there. What you mean? Why are you trying to hold me?"
Y'all, it was crazy. Jana, I'm sorry, this is off topic, but like, where did you like, how you get that pimple to go away?
Where?
On your chin. It's
What?
gone.
Oh, I'm like, where is that pimple showing? Do I look all right? I've been using Starface pimple patch off Amazon.
Really?
Yeah, it took like literally, it went away yesterday. I put it on when I got home from the airport, slept with it. By the time I woke back up, took it off.
It was
Flat.
gone. That's crazy.
Love
Okay.
it there. Let's just begin with social media is a lot.
Yeah.
It's a lot. It caused me to have so many different insecurities and stuff that I never before I got on social media really had. And that's another reason why BetterHelp really has been helping me with my insecurities. Well, my therapist.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And I would say even just taking on the emotions of social media, like whether we accept it or not, like I realize when I'm off of social media and I'm taking my long breaks, how much clearer I am, how much I'm not so much heavier versus being on social media. And I feel like that's another thing that therapists can help you walk through, because that's what my therapist personally helps me walk through. Y'all know we had our whole life on social media since we was 14 years old. We grew with y'all. So therapists definitely do help with coping mechanisms. Like, Jada, get off of coping mechanisms. Jada, get off of social media. Take 3 days to yourself. So
Yeah.
that's good. But confess the mess.
So we're about to go into the next segment, which
Okay.
is Confess the Mess. Okay, so stuff that's going on online.
Oh, Lord. Child, it's been crazy. So we basically just breaking down the biggest topics that's been going on, drama,
Yeah.
okay? On
Yeah.
TikTok
You want me to start with the first situation? Okay, you guys. So the first situation, we talking about the yacht. So we got...
You not?
Yeah, we are. So we have these 3 men who got a yacht for Miami, and then we have a bunch of girls that was invited on the yacht. These men were on live with 9K people on the stream, and they had to pick, I think it was 4 or 5 girls to get kicked off the yacht.
I know. I seen it.
So it basically went really viral, ended up getting posted on the Shade Room and whatnot, but they were basically upset. You know, I remember watching, and one of the girls was just like, okay, if you're going to kick us off, can you at least turn off the stream when you do it? Because it's humiliating. And I agree. I honestly just feel like I didn't agree with what they were doing. I feel like these influencers do anything for clicks, and we're like not remembering that these people are human at the end of the day. You invited them there.
Yeah, like I think that we have to do a better job, especially us who have the influence, to really think about and consider people's feelings. You know, guy or not, like when the door closes and you're by yourself, you have things that you deal with. Those girls thought about that for a couple days. Like, how unfair is it? I just feel like people should start treating people like human beings, because we all have mentals and brains and all have our own struggles. You never know what anybody's going through.
Yeah.
It's just...
But not only that, let's not get big-headed. Like, you don't own the boat. You rented the boat out for a few hours.
And it
didn't cost more than a couple thousand. Like, can we really talk about it? Y'all not really popping it for real, for real. So, like, let's just chill. Let's humble ourselves and be respectful to women, because at the end of the day...
If you have a daughter, if any of y'all have a daughter...
That's what I was
y'all
gonna
not
say.
gonna want no ninjas
Or y'all have sisters.
Y'all not gonna want
Mothers.
no men kicking your baby off the boat.
Woman, come on. Let's treat our black queens... Forget being black. Let's treat women like women. Like, y'all are just... Like, come on. It's disrespectful. You invited them to embarrass them and humiliate them for some clicks? Okay, yeah. So the next topic we have is Jennifer Williams' husband, Christian Gold, has heads turning with tattoo of her portrait on his head. He said, "It's worth the pain. The love I have for my wife is unexplainable. Being your partner in this cruel world is an honor. Thank you, BK, for capturing every detail, my brother. I can't wait for the next project." And for me, I just completely agree. Like, why wouldn't I want my husband to have my face on the back of his head? Like, what? That is tea, okay?
Wait, so did he shave his head bald before he did it?
Yeah, the comments talk about he gonna grow his hair back when they argue.
Yeah, like, that's my only thing. If you bald-headed and gotta have an art bald head, okay, but nah, you gonna keep growing your hair back.
Maybe his hair was already bald. I don't
That's
know.
what I said. Did he cut it and then got it? Or
But
did
it
he
looks
just...
nice, and I think that's
I wouldn't
fire.
mind.
A face portrait? What? Fine, that's
I wouldn't
fire.
mind that.
I'm with it.
Yeah. All right, the next topic is young Ace cheating on Chloe. I never liked that. Like, cheating.
Y'all gotta stop messing with people,
cheating
men
really-
that's with people. Like, y'all have to lead the people who's met with did y'all see in likes and stuff.
Let's be true, girls.
Like, y'all really have to leave people, men, alone.
That's just how I feel. I don't think that's... I remember that somebody, Jada was talking to this boy. And the girl came to her about him, and she immediately stopped talking to him. That is respect. I can say,
Jenna, that's not what this is about. That's not what this is about right now. This is about Young and Ace and Chloe and him. First of all, it's nothing new under the sun. These rappers are some cheaters.
Can I finish my circle?
Okay.
What I'm trying to say is, let's be true, girls. Like, okay, maybe you didn't know, but like, what? Like, do you guys get what I'm saying?
I'm tired of these men, like, thinking that it's okay.
Because men, exactly. Like, we have to do better at stepping up as girls, because men is gonna just... Some men, not all men, but,
it's
like...
nothing new under the sun.
They not gonna care.
Men,
like,
with these females, the females sometimes can be worse than the men. Females cheat, men cheat. That's why I just don't even date.
exactly. And if y'all...
Gina,
if y'all...
you got a boyfriend, you date. You shut up.
Speaking of that,
Y'all better. I'm not a friend. Y'all
better not go mess with my sister man.
No, this is what I'm saying though. If y'all see my man in the club with another girl, I'm cool with the hey boo text. Hey boo me. Say hey boo and tell me everything. So I just want to make that clear. I'm a truly girl's girl.
Girl, she's setting us. Okay, y'all. So this next thing is kind of crazy. And I kind of like, I have a lot to say on this next situation. So we have the notorious star Jamal Woodlard. He spoke about dating outside of his race. This is what he said, y'all. He said, I was dating a Puerto Rican, Dominican, and African, all types of other races besides American Black. They were doing way more than what we expected and we want our American women to do. I really didn't have too much to say or do to be treated like a king. A lot of times our own American women expect so much of us and what we're supposed to do. And honestly,
did he marry her?
I don't know what's going on with his relationship life, but I'm just going to speak in a general broad statement. And I just feel like both men and women have to do a better job of treating each other in America and all over. I believe that like dating foreign women, they still want something out of you. They want to come to America, right? Like they just are being nice because they want to come here. Like they still want something out of you.
No, that's true.
And stuff like that. Like, so I just...
I don't know
how I feel about this statement. I just feel like, what, y'all? Tell me, am I saying something too wrong? I feel like ladies, us women should treat men with love, respect, and kindness, and men should treat women with love, respect, and kindness. I don't feel like men should expect to do less and expect women to show up as a queen. And I don't think that women should expect to do less and expect men to show up as a king. Like, can we both just treat each other like royalty?
Well, check that video. See if he had a ring on his finger. I'm trying to figure out, is he married? Are they married? Because my thing is, don't you treat no boyfriend like a king or husband? I'm sorry.
He was saying that, like American women want to go to Ruth Chris, and the foreign woman don't mind going to Applebee's.
That's not all women.
Because I don't mind going to Applebee's.
I love Applebee's.
I love mozzarella sticks.
I actually do not like them expensive restaurants because y'all fronting. You be paying all that money for that nasty food. It's so nasty in the smallest portions when you could go somewhere else and get a good size and eat good food. Like, I'm sorry.
I don't know where he's dating at, but like you're I don't know what you're looking for. I don't know. But I didn't like it because you got to stand with your people. Like, seriously.
I mean, foreign women is nice.
Yeah.
I'm foreign.
But everybody wants something. Jada, don't nobody care that you're foreign.
Okay, you guys. So the next topic will be the Rolling Loud situation that blew up TT, Gigi, and Brooklyn. They were live on Twitch. Brooklyn was live on Twitch, and they was at Rolling Loud, and it was some ignorant...
They were approached. They were approached by a man.
Ignorant man.
Yeah.
A
fan, a supporter.
And was talking about TT's outfit or whatever, or her whole, like, just her whole, I didn't hear what he said.
He was first. Like, he just approached them and he was trying to be funny about her outfit. Like, and he was like, I like it, but then, like,
just being funny.
Things kept going on. He just kept trying to troll. Like, she literally got approached by a troll in real life. Because, mind you, being influencers, we get trolled all day long. But he was like a real life troll. And honestly, my take on it is, I know Brooklyn personally, and she really, really loves TT. Like, she loves TT down. Okay? That is her girl. So I really don't think that Brooklyn was coming from a place. And I just feel like they could have did better at sticking up for her, because you could clearly see that TT was uncomfortable, and it gave that man ammo to keep going. I think the man even came for the manager or whoever else was with them, and I just didn't think that was good. But at the same time, like, let's give grace, because they're still human, you know? Like, they're still human.
And it's unfortunate because it's live.
Yeah,
and it's just
so it's
like
no edits.
It's so many things that's like, just live is so...
It's hard.
It's like you can't cut nothing out. You can't do nothing. It's live. Like, live is live, and that's also just remember like the pressure.
Yeah, but your
And
first
stuff will be on
priority should
I
be
think
to
that-
make your friends safe. But I don't think that they was trying. I don't think that that was like the way the man came up. He was confused. Like first you playing it, now you serious, now you playing. Like we're just confused. Like I don't know what's going on. Just go away. Like I wish I was there because I would have told that man, go away. What are you doing? You hold up your finger, say you married. Go on about your married business.
And I love TT's outfit. It
was
looks
cute.
very much like you won't be able to see that on a lot of people. She made it. Of course,
Custom. What?
like that
She's fire.
it's so cute.
TT is so inspiring to me because she's so fire.
Yeah.
She is so fire. Can't everybody pull off that hairstyle?
I can't.
Tuh. She ate down. TT, if you watching this, you ate, boo. You ate.
Only pretty girls can wear short hair.
That's real. So now we're about to get into our next segment. It's called Cancel or Keep. So basically, we're going to debate over trends, sayings, outfits that we think should be canceled or kept. Today, we have all sayings. So we have 3 different sayings, and we have to decide if we want to cancel them or keep them.
Okay, so the first saying is "Y ends."
Cancel.
I'll keep that one.
So YNs are basically, if you guys don't know, it's basically like young shooters.
That's what you think? Ask ChatGPT.
Or like it's young shooters. It's young
young
it's people who just do
young boys.
young.
I feel like
stuff.
when I think of YNs, I'm thinking of black people outside riding bikes.
I don't know why she thinks like that because
Like
that's
the
not what it
little
be.
kids.
Remember
You know
when
how
somebody do
everybody-
something bad or they thief or like they fight, they be like, them goes the YNs.
Okay, maybe cancel YNs.
I just don't think that we should be doing that, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be like that person, but sorry. Sorry, YNs. Just come on. Like, can we come up with a better term?
All right, next one is shark. Definitely cancel. I hate it. Like, what is that? What is
Shark.
that? Shark meaning is when they be saying, I'm a shark. You be shark with all the ladies.
Like you hunting.
Like, what is going on with our generation?
Do you
I'm
feel like
sorry
you're a
to
woman
the
shark?
sharks.
Do you feel like you
No,
could be a woman shark?
I am a dolphin.
I feel like me before Christ could have maybe been a woman shark. Jada, why a dolphin, Jada? I feel like me before Christ could have been a little bit of a woman shark. Like,
I never been that.
not in the same way a man thinks of a shark. Like, not in the same way, like, hunt, smash. But I mean, like, get what I want. No. All right, y'all. I'm cancel. You're right. All right, I'm going to cancel.
He going, she going.
Cancel.
Cancel, because they trying to be like,
She going.
oh, he going.
She with that.
Why? Like,
Take me on a date.
y'all, can we please put that in 2024?
We're in 2025.
I know, but can we put it back where 2024 was
Oh,
and become 2025? Like, I'm sorry, but I have to be a true confession.
I'm going to cancel all 3 of them, to be honest. Like, especially because I feel like sharks are mostly for men. And I just don't like how we just keep, like, why do y'all want to be that? Like, just sit down. Ugh. Mm-mm.
All right, you guys. So we're moving on to the next segment, which is called Let's Talk. And basically, somebody is going to, well, a supporter, actually, is going to tell us about their situation, embarrassing story, advice, all of that. And we're basically going to give our input after we hear it.
All right, I'm about to play it. Y'all ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
What's good, True Confession Podcast. So I went to the airport today and left single. I really need y'all advice on something.
Oh, his accent heavy, child. He said he went to the airport
And left single.
Let's see.
Uh-oh.
Alright, so boom, look, I wake up this morning, get dressed, my little airport outfit. Head to the airport, cooler morning. I board and playing, I sit down. I got 3 open seats, so I go sit by the window. It's these girls who play softball. They come sit right beside me. I go to sleep, so when I wake up, it's about like 15, 20 minutes left to land. This girl gave me this piece of paper. So this girl had her teammate pass me a note on the plane. And the note was just like, yeah, my name, this, that, and the third. And I told my teammate to get this to you. If you're single, here's my number or whatever. And she was like, this me shooting my shot, LOL. That's what I read when I looked at it.
Okay.
And I just thought it was funny. So I posted it in my close friends on Instagram thinking it's funny. Everybody laughing. Everybody like, yeah, we already know what type of girl that is. And that ain't even my type, you know?
Is she sharking?
Yeah. I love my black.
That's shark.
Yeah. So yeah, I ain't even say nothing about it. I just thought it was funny because it's hilarious. Who passing notes nowadays?
I'm about to say how old.
I posted it for close friends, and then, boom, my girlfriend broke up with me. She get mad because I did that in the third, even after I tell her. Like, wow. How did that work?
You single? You.
She might have been a little dramatic. You think his girlfriend? Yeah.
I
mean, for the girl, like if she was younger, I get it, but she was probably older because she said LOL, and she's what?
Jada, shut up. She older because she said LOL.
And she probably was just. I kind of like it.
The note, that stuff.
Yeah,
I think the note shooting your shot is cute. That's really sharking. I feel like in a way.
Sharking.
All
That's
right,
what I was trying to figure out. What is women sharking?
That's what I'm saying. It's definitely not the same thing as men, but I would say as far as you being single after that, you probably should have let her know. And you got to know your woman. Like, you have to know your lady. And if your lady is uncomfortable with stuff like that, then she's uncomfortable with stuff like that, but her insecurities are shouting.
Jada.
But that's me right there. Don't even play with my man like that. Don't be why didn't you rip the note up? Why did you think it was okay to take a picture of the note and post it on your close friends? We not doing that. No. No, ma'am.
I'm gonna say that
Jenna, your man takes a picture of a note and posts it, doesn't tell you about it or anything. What?
My insecurities would be shouting.
Nah, man.
No, though. He gotta tell me, but I would kind of probably just laugh. I would, at least she didn't approach him.
Yeah, I would feel
She
better
didn't walk up to
if
him.
he
She
came to
literally
me
had
first.
the girl give the note.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. All right, you guys. So that wraps up our first episode on season 2.
We really, really hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure you guys follow us on all of our social media platforms. Everything is linked down below. Make sure you guys still subscribe to the True Confessions podcast on YouTube because we will definitely be posting exclusive clips on there. And also make sure you guys follow True Confessions Instagram because you guys can send in your voice recordings or whatever for our personal advice and to be featured on the True Confessions podcast. So we love you guys so much.
We love you so much.
Until next time.